To the winter concert here at North Shore Middle School for the North students. It's so great to see so many of you here tonight. We're going to feature 5 of our ensembles tonight. First of all, starting with the Cadet Band with 5 short tunes. The Cadet Band is made up mostly of students who have never played a band instrument before. This is their first opportunity to perform on these instruments in most cases. So while we're developing the skills and the muscles required to play these things, we play some pretty short songs, and you might be thinking to yourself, is that it? And yes, it is. So we've got 5 short songs, and it would be appropriate, if you appreciate the performance, to applause between each one of them. Thank you so much. Those of you who are veteran parents, you've heard me say this, I think, at every first concert of the year. No beginning band concert would be complete without hot cross buns. Before we move on to the 6th and 7th grade orchestra, I do want to acknowledge one student from our symphonic band who spent the first semester with our cadet band students as a TA. Palmer, would you stand up and give the crowd a wave? As a trumpet player, he worked primarily with our young brass players and did some amazing work with them, but in some way or another, even if it's just leading by example for all the students in the class, he had a tremendous impact on them. So thank you, Palmer. We'll miss you already. And I'd like to welcome current volunteer, Mr. Jeff Tillinghast, who's going to accompany the orchestra on the piano. It's not a misprint. I do know how to count. We are playing movements 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. 5 didn't quite make the cut, so that's not a misprint. And once again, they're a little bit shorter. Appropriate to applause if you feel so moved. So, if you would give us just a moment while we make these kids go there and those kids come here. And we have, do we not want to do this now? Yep, sweet. So from our music boosters, we have our president and I forget what your title is.
I do whatever.
He does whatever. He does a little bit of everything. Kate Mercury and Jason Bendixson are going to say a few short words while students, we quietly move to our next place.
Hi, my name is Kate Mercury. I have an 8th grader here, and I have a junior who's very involved in the Engelball band, so I am 100% fan. That's fine. I'm a big fan of the music program at North Shore, Inglemore and District. I got involved with Mr. Barnes getting the boosters back up and running once COVID had hit. So, and I will be leaving this year. So we are looking for new board members. We just wanted to talk to you. I don't know how to do it today, so he's waiting on this.
Thanks, Kate. Kate will be leaving her post as president of the boosters this year, and so we're our open board positions, so we're sort of announcing that as, hey, maybe you'd like to join the booster board. My name is Jason. I'm the treasurer, one of the 2 treasurers actually for the booster board. And I can tell you that the work that Rob puts in with, Mr. Barnes puts in with all of these students is immeasurable in terms of the impact it has on their love for music going forward. So part of our job as a booster board is to do whatever we can to help enable Rob to do the teaching he gets Mr. Barnes. His first name is Rob, don't tell the kids. To enable him to do the teaching he is called to do in this school. So that's part of our job. We do that through accepting donations, and through advocacy, through helping to get certain supplies. We help make sure that all the students have these wonderful uniforms. I think there's a tuba back there. There's a tuba. Thanks to all of your donations. So this is part of the process is being readily involved as Mr. Barnes has needs and as the boosters call. So we would love for you to do 2 things tonight. One is, if you're on your program, you have some QR codes here. You can sign up to receive emails from us. Rob cannot give us your emails. You have to give us your emails if you want information from us directly. And secondly, if you're willing to make a donation tonight, we would gladly accept that. It helps. Yeah, there's hats going around right now. So if you're willing to do that, that would be wonderful. And of course, if you have any questions about how you can continue to support the music program at North Shore Middle School through the boosters or just as an individual parent, please let us know or let Mr. Barnes know, and he'll connect you with us as well. So thank you for your wonderful participation tonight. I want to say just one final thing, and it's that there is a larger thing happening here. There is a remnant of middle school band kids hanging out right back here. I'm calling them out because one of them is my daughter, and they just wanted to come.
We're high schoolers.
They're high schoolers now, but they were middle school kids who are now here to support this program through their enthusiastic cheering after each song. And so it extends just now tonight into what happens after middle school. Thank you very much.
So moving on, this is our concert band, and you'll notice that there's a couple of people in the back that don't quite fit the mold. So one of them you may recognize as Miss Jolly. She's been helping out in the band program for longer than I've been here. 14 years since Mr. White was here. And so she's helping flesh out some of our percussion section, as well as Mr. Sean Andre, who's a student teacher with us, working with this class this year, along with some of those goofballs back there up at Newport High School. So thank you, both of you, for everything that you've done to help us this last semester. I'm looking forward to one more with you guys this year. And we're going to start with Sawmill Creek. And I'm going to take you on a little bit of a journey, starting with a piece from the Renaissance, followed by the Baroque period, and then something that's very romantic from the Romantic period of composition. So it was actually composed this century, but it's using Beethoven's Ode to Joy. He is the composer that really kicked off the Romantic era. And then finally with something that is much more modern. So 4 pieces from this orchestra, and here we go. what's called 3 Sausato dances, and it only counts as one. We have 3 more. Now accompanying this orchestra will be Phoebe on the piano for Baroque Suite. just completely different. This is going to be our final piece for this group tonight called Gargoyles. More final presto change in orchestra, stay where you are. If you are in the band setup, please move yourself to the back. There's some fun band from taking spots. the symphonic band finishes the evening, I wrote them down this time because I always forget somebody. But lots of people I need to thank. Obviously, the music boosters for all that you do. That takes a lot of the weight off my chest with all the other stuff that isn't directly in the middle of the classroom related. So thank you so much. Our staff members that are here to support us tonight. I saw Mr. Stevens, Ms. Lowe, and Ms. Sates. Thank you for being here, and any other staff member that I might have missed. Again, Mr. Jeff Tillinghast for accompanying an orchestra. Palmer Cisco one more time for being awesome TA. Sean Andre, student teacher. Elizabeth Jolly, my longtime teaching partner. And without further ado, the last group of the evening. Thank you so much. After our final piece, I am going to hold on to your kits for just a minute longer. The first thing all students are going to do is make sure your instruments are safe, right? So for most of you, that means putting it in your case, backstage, make sure that it is closed, secured. If you've got a cello or a bass, make sure it's along the wall and it's on the side and it's not going to get stepped on. And then, if every student can do 3 different items, 2 chairs and a stand, or 3 stands, or 3 chairs, whatever permutation you wish to do, 3 things, make sure they get back on a rack, that will make cleaning up for tonight so much faster. There are always adults who come down here and start helping anyways. I'm not going to discourage that. So if you wish to assist, please feel free to do so, but don't feel like you must. Yeah, high school kids, if I taught you, yes. Come down here, please, thank you. Just one more hand for all of our musicians for the evening. Thank you so much. Thank you again for all of the support that you student. As a parent myself, and a student who plays multiple instruments at home, I know that it's not every day that you feel like hearing that. And I really appreciate all the support that you give them. Thank you so much. Students, do your 3 things and then safely go home. Stay warm.
We love you, Mr. Barnes!
Okay, I'll do it again. Get everybody together and we'll do a big one, okay?
Are you saying something or just taking pictures?
You just say something. You say, "We love you, Mr. Barnes," and I'll edit it in randomly in the middle. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, go!
We love you, Mr. Barnes!